Hi guys, welcome. For today's lesson, I want to talk about some really simple Chinese words. But at the same time, I don't think people are using it properly because as a Chinese person, sometimes when we hear these words, I will be thinking, that's not really how we say it. But I guess if you are learning Chinese elsewhere, I guess that's the way you have been taught. So I don't really blame you. I can remember the first English phrase I've learned back in school in China was how do you do? Like that's the first phrase. I thought that phrase will be used right after hi or hello, but it turned out almost no one uses how do you do. So it's the same situation, same concept. So in this lesson, I want to address these kind of problems so you can use these words accordingly or properly in some way. Let's take a look. So the first word I want to mention is hello, which is very simple. I think most people know it's ni hao. Ni hao means hello. This is for you to say to people that you don't know or you don't know at all. That's the way you say hello, to say hi. It's not for you to use for friends, okay? I think most of the people, they assume it's the same way to use as a hi or hello. No, it's for you to use to people you don't know at all. If you want to say to people who you know, but they're not as close as friends, then we add a at the end. So we say as 你好啊 like that to express the feeling like I know you or I do know you, you're not a stranger to me. So is like interjection to express the feeling that you know that person. So we say 你好啊 like that. So that's 你好啊. What if you want to say to friends, some people you're really close to and you definitely know them? What do you say to say hi? In that way, we don't say anything. If you are really friends with somebody, you just say directly to them what you want to say or call their names or their pet names or anything. We don't say 你好 or anything related to hi or hello. We don't say anything. Go directly to the content, I guess. So that is hi or hello. The second word I want to mention is thank you. So it's 谢谢. Right? 谢谢 means thank you. Most people know that, but I don't think most people know how to say you're welcome. It's the same common mistake that learning a new language. I learned how to say thank you really quickly, but then I thought, oh, that's a simple word. Oh, thank you. That's really easy to use or to know. But what if people say to you, thank you? How do you say it back? I was really panicking the first time. I was like, if I say thank you, some people like say something back. I don't really know. I was like, that's okay. I said thank you already. But if people say to you, thank you, you'll be like, like you want to say something, but you don't know what to say. You don't know how to say you're welcome. You forgot to learn or you forgot to ask. So I want to teach you how to respond to 谢谢. So we are going to learn how to say you're welcome. First way is the formal way. So we can say 不用谢. 不用谢 means no need, thank you. So no need to say thank you. You're welcome. Or you can say 不客气. 客气 means being polite. Like you don't need to be polite. That also means you're welcome. Both of these two phrases are used formally. What if you want to say in the really informal way? That's the way I use. I will say just simply 不谢. Very simple. 不谢, no thanks. So this one is the only one that's really informal. Really informal way to say. I use this quite often. So if people say 谢谢, say 不谢 or 不用谢 or 不客气. Either way you use. Okay? So that is how you respond to 谢谢. Okay, so next word I want to mention is sorry. If you search this word, how to say sorry in Chinese, it will show up this word. 对不起. So this word will show up. 对不起, it means sorry. But in daily life, we almost never say 对不起. The word we use is 不好意思. So the word we use is 不好意思. Even though it looks longer, but that's words we use very often every day. We only use 对不起 when you want to apologize something really serious. It's a big thing. Then you say 对不起. But in daily life, we don't really say that. We say 不好意思. You'll hear that a lot. Oh, 不好意思 this or oh, 不好意思 that. But the directly meaning of 不好意思, it means shy. So somebody's 不好意思, somebody's shy. Don't be 不好意思 or don't be shy. So directly meaning is shy. But depends on the content. If you say 不好意思, that means sorry. So you hear that very often. We use it so often than 对不起 because we never use 对不起. If somebody says 对不起, then we know they are not Chinese or they use it in the way that we don't use. So we use 不好意思. So if you hear that word, you know what that means. Okay, if somebody says to you 不好意思, how do you respond? Or 对不起, how do you respond? So the response for 对不起 or 不好意思, there are two ways. First is you can say 没关系. 没关系, it means it doesn't matter. 没关系. Or you can say 没事. Nothing. 没事. This one I use quite often. 没事. If you say 对不起 or 不好意思, say 没事 or 没关系. Both way are fine. So, usually for practice in my teaching class, I want people to practice, then they will get into groups. So, like if I'm your partner, right, I will say 谢谢. How to respond? Like quick. 谢谢. Then you say 不用谢 or 不客气. Or the way I use is just simply 不谢. So 谢谢, 不谢. If you say 对不起 or 不好意思, you say 没事, 不好意思, 没事, 谢谢, 不谢. Very simple. So you need to practice the fast reaction way so that in real life you don't go like you don't know what to say, right? So if you want to practice, grab a partner and then do what I do. Challenge each other, 谢谢, like directly, fast. Then see how the other person will react. Okay? Alright, if you have any questions about learning Chinese or if you want me to address some problems that you are facing, please let me know in the comments below and I will maybe try to make a video about it. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Bye!